Hello cardboard lovers, it's Cardboard Badger here. I hope you're doing well, and today we have for you a standard legal deck tech for you. We are going ORZHOV this time, and we're going to be generating life and draining life and creating, hopefully, a lot of angels. There's a couple of cards in here that make a fantastic combo, so we will get straight into it, starting off with our 24 creatures. We are going to be starting off with a playset of Healer's Hawk. For 1 white mana, we have a 1/1 flying lifelinker. It is a bird. Important to just get this out as soon as possible. We need to be gaining life in the first few turns because we need to be doing things at 25 or 27 life. So very small lifelinkers at the very beginning, super important. Next we have 3 copies of Speaker of the Heavens. For 1 white mana, we have a 1/1 human cleric. It has vigilance. It also has lifelink, which is super important, but we can tap this and create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. We can activate this ability if only you have at least 7 more life than your starting life total, and you may only do this as a sorcery, but really important because we want to be making as many 4/4 angels as possible. Next we have 4 copies of Bishop of Wings. Love this card. This is 2 mana white for a 1/4 human cleric with whenever an angel enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 4 life. And whenever an angel you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. So already we're hopefully going to be gaining life, creating many angels, but the loop is not complete because we do have some additional cards that will just finish off this angel and life gain generating machine. Up next we have 3 copies of Angel of Vitality. For 2 and a white, we have a 2/2 angel with flying, and if you would gain life, you gain that much life plus 1 instead. Angel of Vitality gets +2/+2 as long as you have 25 or more life, and hopefully we have. So a 4/4 flyer that gives additional life to every life gain trigger for 3 mana is mighty fine. Up next we have 1 copy of Daxos, Blessed by the Sun. For 2 mana white, we have a legendary enchantment creature, a demigod, 2 power, and Daxos's toughness is equal to your devotion to white. So at its very worst, it's going to be a 2/2, but whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, you gain 1 life, and obviously with the Angel of Vitality that will actually trigger again, and it will be 2. Up next we have 1 copy of Charming Prince. For 2 mana, 1 and a white, we have a 2/2 human noble, and when the prince enters the battlefield, we can choose one of the following. We can scry 2, we can gain 3 life, and we can exile another target creature you own and return it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step, which is great because you can flicker your Angel of Vitality to bring it back again and then gain more life. So good stuff indeed. 1 copy of. Our next card, we have 3 copies of Indulging Patrician. For 3 mana, 1 white and a black, we have a 1/4 Vampire Noble. It's got flying, it's also got lifelink, and at the beginning of your end step, if you gained 3 or more life this turn, each opponent loses 3 life. So fantastic gaining and draining with our Vampire Noble. And of course we have to be playing this card. We've got 3 copies of Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. 3 mana, 2 and a black, we have a 1/3 Vampire Cleric with whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So we got to do this, and obviously for 5 mana, 3 black, creatures you control gain lifelink until the end of turn. So even if we're not draining our opponent that much, the ability to actually get our life total up to 27 again to create more angels is a good thing. We're also going to be playing 1 copy of Heliod, Sun-Crowned. For 3 mana, 2 and a white, we have a 5/5 legendary enchantment creature, It's a god, it's got indestructible, and as long as your devotion to white is less than 5, Heliod isn't a creature. And when we gain life, we can put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature or enchantment you control, and for 2 mana, 1 and a white, another target creature gains lifelink until the end of turn. And our final card, we have Baneslayer Angel. For 5 mana, 3 white, we have a 5/5 angel with flying, first strike, lifelink and protection from demons and dragons. Up next we have our non-creature spells. We're playing 16 in total, starting off with 2 copies of Griffin Airy. For 2 mana, 1 and a white, we have an enchantment with at the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, create a 2/2 white Griffin creature token with flying, which is going to be amazing because that is going to enter the battlefield, hopefully trigger some more life gain. Up next we have 2 copies of the Birth of Meletis. For 2 mana, 1 and a white, we have an enchantment, we have a saga. The first part of the saga is search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand and shuffle your library. So we do have a couple of cards that have double white mana, so if we've got this on turn 2 or just early in the game in general, we are going to be able to find that additional plains. Also, the second one, create a 0/4 colourless wall artifact creature token with defender, so it also gives us a blocker. And the third part of the saga is you gain 2 life. Up next we have 2 copies of Bastion of Remembrance. For 3 mana, 2 and a black, we have an enchantment with when Bastion of Remembrance enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. And whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. Up next we have 2 copies, and I've always loved this card. We have got, of course, Divine Visitation. For 5 mana, 3 white, we have an enchantment with if 1 or more creature tokens would be created under your control, that many 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance are created instead. So suddenly we have our loop. We can have anything turn up. We can have our wall from the Birth of Meletis. We can have our Griffin tokens. Every time we gain life we get a Griffin, it turns into an angel. When the angel comes in, we are going to gain 4 life from our Bishop of Wings. When our angels die, they turn into a 1/1 spirit, but the Divine Visitation then turns them into a 4/4 angel, and it goes on. When it happens, it is absolutely amazing. Wonderful card indeed. We're also going to be playing 1 copy of Dawn of Hope. For 2 mana, 1 and a white, we have an enchantment with whenever you gain life, you may pay 2, and if you do, draw a card. Also, for 4 mana, 3 and a white, you can create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink, but obviously that hopefully is going to be an angel. So 1 copy of Dawn of Hope. We're also going to be playing 2 copies of Light of Hope. For 1 white mana, we have an instant, and we can choose one of the following. We can gain 4 life, we can destroy a target enchantment, and we can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. For most of the times, we're just going to try and get that additional life, or possibly get rid of an enchantment. We're also going to be playing 1 copy of Brought Back. For 2 white mana, we have an instant with choose up to 2 target permanent cards in your graveyard that will put there from the battlefield this turn and return them to the battlefield tapped. For some removal, we have 3 copies of Mortify. For 3 mana, 1 white and black, we have an instant destroying a target creature or enchantment. And our final card, we have got 1 copy of Revival Revenge. At the revival side, we have a sorcery. Return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So if we need to get our bishop back, something that's key to making those angels, then that is great. Or for 6 mana, 4 white and a black, we have a sorcery. Double your life total, and target opponent loses half their life rounded up, which is a 1-hit combo if you happen to have Veto out, because they will lose half their life, you will gain your life, and then the rest of their life will go. Amazing card indeed, 1 copy of. And finally we come to our land base. We have 24 lands in total. We're going to be playing 1 Fabled Passage, 1 Castle Arden Vale, with the ability to tap and create a token, and we also have 9 swamps and 13 plains. So there we have it. That is the entire deck tech. Our standard legal ORZHOV Vito'S Angels. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please let me know if there is something you would change and why. I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas. And obviously, if you did enjoy this deck tech, please like, share and subscribe. It will help the channel out loads. And if you would like more Cardboard Badger in your life, please check the description below, where you will be able to see links to various other places where the Badger is. Other than that, I'd just like to say thank you for watching, and we will see you again soon here on Cardboard Badger.